Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. Today we are doing some demolition. Yeah! And I want to share with you something that I kind of came up with on the fly. And it's been a very useful tool for us. So if you like what you see today, or you learn a little something, or you're like, light bulb goes off in your head, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out fresh content. All right, so what I have here, some people call this a Porta Power. Other people call it a frame straightener. I think I got this at Harbor Freight Tools, and it's like a 10,000 pound jack system, frame straightener, Porta Power, whatever you want to call it. It comes with a hydraulic cylinder and multiple lengths that link together, multiple lengths of bar. Now I actually had 2 of these, so I'm using different bars from different kits to get the length I need for demonstration of this video and what we're doing. So what I'm doing is I actually bought another part at Harbor Freight, and it's a 10,000 pound hydraulic pneumatic foot pump. So instead of hand jacking, which if I had to use a hand jack for this purpose, I would probably not do it, because I'd be trying to hold this level. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all these nails. This whole deck yesterday was filled with plywood, had plywood sheathing on it, and was glued and screwed. And we took this tool and we were able to pop all the plywood and get it all off the deck without too much effort. What's cool about this is all I have to do, I have it hooked up to an air compressor, so the air compressor is going to kick in. Once the air compressor kicks in, it's going to keep going. So one thing you need is you need a good air compressor that's going to run a lot of PSIs. Probably the one we have is a little undersized and a little underpowered for this task, but it works. So all you have to do is, once you have this hooked up, is just start sticking it down. You'll notice up here, going to start going. Now it's going to start lifting this. All right, and then when I hit the release on the foot pedal, when I hit the release, it's going to allow the jack to drop. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to start popping all these joists. I need to raise all these joists 1.5 inches on top of this beam, because the old deck used to have a lot of slope because it was a plywood deck. We're going to do a bladder now, so we're going to raise the joists up. So we're going to add a 2x4 in between all the joists and the beam. And to do that easily, instead of trying to use a pry bar or manual labor or a standard manual jack, I'm going to use my pumper jack, and it's going to go a lot faster. So I'm just going to move this over to here, and I'm just going to start pumping again. And you don't have to lower it as much as I did. If you're, you know, okay, so here we go, I got a little pressure. And now we're starting to get the joist away from the beam, which is what I want. What we'll do is we'll go back and cut all those nails out, and then I'll get so many of these joists loose, and then we'll raise a portion of this deck all at once. But I wouldn't be able to do that this quickly if I had just a standard jack. So I'm going to lower this down again. Okay. There we go. Oh, lower it a little more. There we go. If you kind of pay attention to how low you go, you won't necessarily have to pump up as much and use as much of that compressor. If now only got to go up 1/4 inch before I start hitting the joist. I got a little bit of a leak on my jack, so got to be careful with that hydraulic fluid. But anyway, you can kind of see the process and how much quicker it is than if you try to use a standard hand pumper or something like that. So if you like what you saw today, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to like our videos and leave a comment below and let me know what you think of this video. Thanks guys, have a good day.